Hey everyone, I'm Graham Joncola. Welcome to VWG. I have Canadian magician and YouTuber Wes Barker here.
What's up? Thank you for having me.
No problem. Let's get this underway, shall we?
Hey, you just lead off. Tell me what's going on.
No problem. You're a magician. Where did the magic begin? What got you into magic?
When I was 19, I was watching David Blaine special. He had like a street magic special out, and I came across it, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I had a lot of downtime at the job I was doing. I was just working like a labor job. I'd drive around in a truck and I'd fill potholes in the road where I lived. Like it was just like a regular government city job. But there was a lot of time every day in my truck where we didn't really have a lot going on. So once I saw the David Blaine thing, I was like, oh man, I'm gonna go buy some books on magic because back then, you couldn't just really look it up online very easily. So then I just went to the store, found 3 books on card tricks, and I started practicing in my truck every day. Had a partner with me because we worked in twos, and I just tried these tricks on my buddy like every day at work. I had hours every day where I was getting paid to learn magic, and then I took it to the bars at night trying to. I thought, oh yeah, I'll go meet girls at the bar. That did not. That's not how it
Oh,
went down. but I met a lot of cool people, and I was kind of I became the life of the party really with these card tricks and stuff, and then it just escalated, and I never looked back. But yeah, I didn't get into it until I was almost 20 years old, and kind of a weird time to get into it, but perfect for me.
oh yes. So you have this short series called Big Trick Energy, right?
Hmm.
Was it
Yeah.
inspired by the Tenderloins Was it inspired by the Tenderloins Impractical Jokers? Because it's a hidden camera show.
Yeah. So basically, uh, yeah, it wasn't really meant to be like that originally. It was meant to be more Jackass meets Magic, but then the network that bought it, they are the network that also has Impractical Jokers. So through their guidance, they sort of made it more like Impractical Jokers, but that wasn't the original pitch. But because they had so much success at True TV with Impractical Jokers, they wanted us to sort of follow in that sort of footsteps, which ultimately I think was a mistake. The Impractical Jokers have a really strong fan base, and they kind of resented the fact that our show was looking more similar to theirs. Um, so I think our true original idea would have actually turned out better, but there was no way of knowing that when you make it. I mean, networks got to write millions of dollars in checks, and they got to go with their best idea, or else they don't want to write the checks. So we didn't really know, but it turned out to be a little bit like Impractical Jokers, and not in a way that was actually helpful to us, unfortunately. But yeah, the way we wanted to do it, would have been a lot more interesting, I think, personally. But I'm super biased, so
Mhm. All good. What got you interested in YouTube, and what are some of your favorite videos?
I sort of fell in love with YouTube probably around like I uploaded a couple times like in 29 2009 2010 a couple videos, but then I wasn't really sure about YouTube back then. I was like, I don't know what this is. I didn't upload again seriously until about 2014, and I thought, you know what, I just filmed some amazing uh like I filmed like these actual theater shows I was doing, and I posted back then a few times, and those are my first real viral videos. Like one went to like 33 million, like back in 2014, was insane. But that's just on my own personal end. On as far as YouTube goes, like I have have some like seriously favorite content out there. Like I'm a big fan of like early Yes Theory videos were so cool. Like I'm a big fan of like epic stuff. Like not everything Mr. Beast does, but especially early days. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of Danny Duncan. Like I like these sort of vlogs, but vlogs with a point. So I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I really favorite. But also it's where I watch all of my favorite comedy and magic and stuff because you can't really see it. You can't go on Netflix and just turn on a magician doing magic on stage. That doesn't exist. They don't do that in any streaming platforms. You can watch a magician walk around and do magic on the street, Magic of Humans, Big Trick Energy, David Blaine, but you can't watch a magician on stage. So on YouTube, you can find some magicians out
Yeah,
there doing their thing, and so those are the ones I really migrate to. That's my favorite style.
yeah, style. Which magicians do you want to perform to perform within the future, or at least which magicians you're hoping to perform within the future?
I have the utmost respect for Penn and Teller. I love them. I was on their show one time, and I got to open for them in Vegas once. I would love to do more stuff with them. I would love to work with Justin Willman. He's a good friend, but we've never really worked together. You know, we did one comedy club one time, but want to do more stuff with him. And also, there's some celebrity magicians that they're maybe not the greatest magicians, but they have a real interest and a real passion for it. And every time a celebrity gets involved in something interesting, it draws more people to that art form. So, I mean, obviously Neil Patrick Harris is a goat. He's already a really good magician, though. But like, I would love to do something with Jason Sudeikis. Is a magician and a big fan of magic. I'd love to work with him on something. I would love to work with who else would be great? Now you know what I mean. That really Jason Sudeikis would be fucking awesome. Oh, you know Chris Pratt. He's also into magic. He knows a couple of card tricks. I've seen him on a couple like Graham Norton and stuff. Yeah, I would like to. I'd like to do magic with that guy too. You know, show him some other easy stuff that he could do that would actually impress people. I think that'd be really neat. So yeah, those guys for sure.
Yeah, I can totally see why you would pick them.
Hmm.
Finally, what's the trick you mostly perform in almost every show,
Ooh.
or tricks?
Uh, yeah. Look, I have a for a lot of years, I was closing my show, almost every single show, with a trick called the appearing beer can that I do, where I basically strip down to my underwear and make a beer appear impossibly. And it's a real gag. At the end, there's a little bit of a trick to it, but it's mostly just a really funny gag. And I was doing it forever. And then I just stopped doing it years ago. Maybe I got older, maybe I got fatter. I'm not sure. But I used to do that every show. And sometimes it was awkward because, like, some shows just aren't prepared for a grown man to strip down to his underwear. You know, it just was like, but I didn't back then. I didn't really have a good sense of what was good and what wasn't good. So sometimes I was like, oh, I think I'm just making this weird. So I kind of stopped doing that. But I'd say the most consistent trick in my show is probably the balloon swallow. You blow up an animal balloon, one of those 60-inch balloons that you make balloon animals with, and then yeah, then you swallow that, and then it disappears. That one's probably been in my show the the longest through and through. The beer can will almost, but then that one, the balloon animal swallowing balloon, yeah, definitely probably that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wouldn't taste a balloon animal.
It doesn't taste good at all.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
Yeah, well, so what made you fall in love with YouTube? You've been doing it for a while now. Have you switched different styles of videos, or have you just been doing this kind of thing mostly?
Well, I've been making video since August 2014, and I think my friend started to doing a YouTube channel, and I wanted to also start a YouTube channel just like him.
Nice,
And I mostly do vlogs, comedies, shorts, and pranks.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any? Do you have anything? Like what are your goals there? Like what are you trying to get? Do you have goals, or are you just doing it because you love it?
Well, I'm going to be celebrating 10 years on YouTube, and I'm planning, not yet, thinking about maybe doing a documentary about my YouTube life.
That's cool. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah. And goals wise, just to entertain people and make them happy and smile.
That's good to hear. I love that. Do you post elsewhere too? Are you like also on all other platforms or just on YouTube?
Uh, Streaming platforms or general or all
Yeah, like
platforms?
are you doing this on Twitch at all? Are you posting on Facebook and Instagram and stuff?
Oh,
Or
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, nice. Okay,
Not much of a streamer other than on YouTube.
yeah, that's fair. Oh, right on. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, if your fans and followers are interested at all, I actually just wrote a new book. I wrote a book called Abracadumbass, and it's literally the last 10 years of my life. So very similar to you. From the day I quit my day job till the day I got my own TV show was 10 years. So that was kind of like my 10 year arc, and I put it all in this book. This book also has 8 of my favorite party tricks you can do, but it has a million great stories about America's Got Talent, Penn and Teller, Ellen, performing for billionaires, touring the world, all of that good stuff. all the successes and the humiliating failures are all in this book. So if your fans want, they can check out Abracadumbass. It's also available on audiobook and on Audible and stuff. So yeah, I just thought that might be interesting. But it's funny that we're both having like this 10-year period of our lives right now, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's very
Well,
cool.
no problem. Well, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, Wes.
Of course, happy to, man. Thanks for having me on. This is awesome, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.